evening, it's 6 o'clock on Thursday the 21st of September 2017. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, bringing you the day's national top stories translated into English 6 days a week. The Special Forces, Renea Forces and Rapid Intervention Forces, in collaboration with local Elbasan police, have conducted a wide operation with the aim of controlling and identifying criminal elements. Police seized some luxury vehicles, arrested a person who was wanted for armed robbery, and accompanied 27 people to police stations for verification, mainly people with criminal precedents. From the actions taken so far, the police have seized some different assets, different vehicles, and other objects bought with money coming from crime. Today's actions are part of the Operation Autumn 2017 for the identification and seizures of assets, vehicles, and wealth accumulated from illegal activities of criminal gangs. The State Police thanked the citizens of Elbasan who have conveyed information and assured them that the police will continue with their work to maintain order throughout the country. The State Police Director spoke from Elbasan, declaring that the fight against criminal assets will be made throughout the country. I want to express the commitment of State Police, the Albanian government, and especially of the Ministry of Interior to fight without compromise against the criminal activities of gangs. We are determined to bring those who challenge the state before justice. The operation will not only be held in Elbasan, but in every city. State Police will be present and determined to maintain order. We have accompanied a considerable number of people who are implicated in criminal activity to police stations, and we will continue to do so, declared the State Police Director. Parliament will adopt the structure of 3 new justice institutions in the first week of October. The new structure will have 68 subordinate employees for the Independent Qualification Commission, 52 members of staff for the Public Commissioner, and 65 employees for the Appointment College. A draft resolution, which has already been discussed in the Parliamentary Law Commission, also envisages the salaries for the staff of these institutions. This enables the start of the job in verifying the 800 judges and prosecutors of the Albanian justice system. The Independent Qualification Commission is part of the transitional system for the re-evaluation of judges and prosecutors. The Commission aims to guarantee that the rule of law functions well by ensuring the independence of the justice system and restoring the citizens' trust. The Independent Qualification Commission will have 68 employees. The 4 bodies of the Commission will be supported by 4 translators. Meanwhile, the Economic and Documentary Directorate will employ 20 people. The councillors, directors and specialists in the finance sector will have salaries ranging from 80,000 to 124,000 lek. The Public Commissioner will have 52 employees. The duty of 2 commissioners will be to file complaints against the decisions of the Qualification Commission, to prepare written reports in situations when the International Monitoring Operation recommendations are not followed, as well as to re-evaluate and review the statements made by subjects in the past. There will be 6 employees in the Documentation Directorate and 9 in Public Relations and International Cooperation. The Department of Economics and Human Resources will have 18 employees. As far as the salary level is concerned, apart from the support staff that will have a basic salary, the employees who will work at the archive will have a salary of 49,000 lek, and the specialists will be paid 61,000 lek. Also, the appellate panel, which is tasked with reviewing appeals of the people who will be re-evaluated, will have 65 employees. Among them, 6 employees will be in the Judicial Department and 3 in the Directorate of Public Relations. The Translation Department will employ 5 people, and Human Resources will have a staff of 25 employees. The Minister of Finance and Economy, Arben Ahmetai, announced today the launching of an operation against business informalities to start on October 1st. The Minister said that the operation will mainly focus on big companies, but small companies will also be checked. The issuance of tax receipts will be monitored and violators will be fined. This operation against informality will be more intense and will be focused on big enterprises, but of course without having small businesses left out of attention. We will be checking the issuance of tax receipts, fiscal registries, inventories and security at work, announced the Minister. According to the indications from the specialised units of risk and in the tax and customs directories, the fight against informal economy will be more intelligent this time around. The Prime Minister has considered this mandate as the mandate against informality. So there will be a zero-tolerance policy on tax evasion, declared the Minister of Finance and Economy, adding that manufacturing companies, enterprises that offer services and retail companies are all in the sights of the operation. The start of the operation against informality was announced by Prime Minister Edi Rama during the presentation of the government's program for the forthcoming years. The Prime Minister said that the operation against informality will start in the first 100 days of his governance. The Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs, Ditmir Bushati, attended a working morning of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs from the Western Balkan countries. The seminar was organised by the Regional Cooperation Council and also attended by the European Commissioner for Enlargement Negotiations, Mr. Johannes Hahn. Speaking about structuring regional collaboration, which has been substantially expanded in recent years, Minister Bushati emphasised the importance of a fair and equal distribution of regional organisations' headquarters in all countries. He also stressed the need for a calendar of activities within the framework of Western Balkan collaboration at all levels. The focus of this meeting was the implementation of commitments agreed upon at the Trieste summit, in particular the action plan for the establishment of the regional economic zone. That which was discussed at the meeting organised by Prime Minister Rama with the Prime Ministers of the region, which was held back in August in Durrës, was also a focus of the seminar today. Minister Bushati praised the work and commitment regarding Commissioner Hahn for the regional economic zone, which he considers to be a mitigating path for the European project. The Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs is currently in New York for the 72nd session of the UN General Assembly, where he also held a meeting with the Greek Foreign Minister. Minister Bushati said that he discussed some issues regarding the bilateral relations between Albania and Greece with his Greek counterpart. The Minister emphasised that the focus of the meeting was on addressing all bilateral issues the countries have, based on international rights and on European spirit. The National Institute of Statistics data shows that less urban waste was treated in Albania in 2016. According to Instat data, 1.3 million tonnes of waste was processed in 2016, marking a decrease by 8 percentage points, or 100,000 tonnes less when compared to the 2.4 million tonnes of waste that was processed in 2015. Data shows that the population coverage for community services regarding urban waste management is the highest in the last 4 years. Managed waste is mainly treated by deposits into landfills and other storage sites approved by the relevant local government bodies. In 2016, the total amount of landfill waste had increased by more than 9 percentage points than the total amount of waste managed domestically. Waste recycling has maintained almost at the same level with slight declining trend indicators. Meanwhile, recycling of waste during the last year has significantly decreased. According to the Institute of Statistics data, 17.2% of total waste was recycled, down from 25.3% in 2015 and 21.6% in 2014. Based on the waste produced per inhabitant and the extent of population coverage with waste management services, it is estimated that the amount of waste in total is greater than the amount of waste that is processed. Tomorrow, the 22nd of December, will be another day of no vehicles in Tirana. Traffic will be blocked at Skanderberg Square, the main boulevard near the Palace of Congress, Mother Teresa Square, the New Bazaar area, 3 roads in the block area, and near the Ministry of Education. The blocking of vehicle circulation will start in the morning and continue until midnight. The City Hall, in collaboration with other institutions, will organise the day without vehicles, turning main city areas into pedestrian zones for the citizens. The General Director for Promoting the City told an Aura News journalist that, at least for a day, Tirana will belong to pedestrians. We will block vehicle circulation in 3 main squares where different activities will be organised. A fair with ecological books will be organised at the square near the Ministry of Education. Another fair for alternative transport methods will be organised at Mother Teresa Square, where we will promote the roads the City Hall is constructing for bicycles. I want to call on Tirana's citizens to understand that this day is not just an event, but serves to encourage citizens to ride bikes or walk instead of driving around the city in order to preserve health. That's all for our English edition this evening. My name is Alexandra. Please join me again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. On behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.